Do you know what is the weakest link in security? No matter how your strong password is or security setup, hackers and scammers know that there is one vulnerability that they can always exploit it. And this vulnerability, it's you. People are the weakest link in security because they can make mistakes, be fooled into causing harm, or intentionally violate the company's security. Social engineering is the art for manipulating people so that they give away their sensitive information and has two primary forms: convincing someone to perform an authorized operation or convincing someone to reveal confidential information. Hackers use deceptive psychological manipulation to instill fear, excitement, or urgency. And once you're in heightened emotional state, they will use that against you to cloud your better judgment. Social engineering attacks are relatively straightforward. All hackers need to do is to convince one under-informed, stressed, or trusting person to do what they say, and has four phases. The first, discovery, and here start by identifying targets who have what they are seeking. For example, they will look at your online footprint, see where you work, take note of what you share on social media, and so on. The next, which is interact, and here a scammer learns more about their victim, they will look for a potential entry point, and this could include your email address, phone number, and social media account. The next, which is exploit, and the scammer here executes one of several types of social engineering attacks. The last, which is clearing tracks, as soon as criminals complete their mission, they clear tracks. Social engineering works so well because we are human. The principles of social engineering attack are designed to focus on various aspects of human nature and take advantage of them. Though not all targets succumb to every attack, most of us are vulnerable to one or more of the following common social engineering principles. The first, which is phishing attacks, and here is the most common type of social engineering a tactic and has increased more in the past few years. Phishing attacks occur when scammers use any form of communication to fish for information, and these messages look identical to ones from a trusted source like organization and people you know. The next, which is spear phishing, and this is normal phishing attacks have no specific target, but spear phishing attacks occur when hackers target a specific individual or organization. There in 2014, hackers completed 1 billion heists spanning 14 countries with spear phishing. The scammer sent bank employee phishing email with an attachment to deploy Carpenet malware, and once clicked, the hacker could control the employee workstation and were able to infect them. Walling is a term to use to describe phishing attacks that target specific high-profile person or usually person. Biting, which is a type of social engineering attack in which scammers lure victims into providing sensitive information by promising them valuable in return. We have also pretexting, and here it occurs when someone creates a fake persona or misuses their actual role. It most often happens with the data breach from the inside. We have also quid pro quo, and this is translates to favor for a favor. The most common version of quid pro quo occurs when scammers pretend to be from an IT department or other technical service provider. We have also scareware, and this is also known as fraudware. And here, for example, you could receive a message saying that your device has been infected with the virus. Scareware often appears as pop-up in your browser. It could also appear as an email. Victims are supposed to click on one button to either remove the virus or download software that will uninstall the malicious code. But doing so, it was caused the actual malicious software to get in. For most people, job performance is more important than information security. People are under pressure to do their job, and security is rarely considered when measuring job success. We have also there is a tendency for people to be trustful of others, and which is opposite of what is required for good social engineering defense. Security training and awareness alone has historically not been effective in helping organizations defend against social engineering attacks. One of the reasons why training is simply an action, as compared to true life of how to get things done, the Deming cycle, PDCA, plan, do, check, and act, the training is just one piece, the do piece. What has been done to verify that the training is effective? Training alone does not address the problem of social engineering. What works best is a comprehensive social engineering countermeasure program that it has leadership, which is the degree to which security is important to the organization leadership will determine the number and extent of social engineering vulnerability and resulting in security breaches. Then, the training and awareness. The training should cover each of the type of social engineering attacks introduced before. The training should have the following characteristic: modularity, which is a large library of short training models works better than a small library of longer models. Short training has proven to be more effective because it facilitates learning and better retention. Next, relevance. The training should be relevant to the business environment. Many organizations try to save money by purchasing a COTS product, hoping that it will apply to their business. Conformity. The training must be compliant with the organization security policy and practices. And the last, which is skills oriented, social engineering and information security training should not just teach knowledge, it should also teach skills that employees need to have to practice a good security hygiene. For example, an employee does not need to learn how passwords are stored on their computer in order to